And we are rolling. We're scrambling here, folks, to say the least. If you haven't noticed, we are missing a Reggie. He is MIA. He's on his way home from the golf course. So hopefully he'll be joining us soon. Sent the email out to Dal, so he might even be popping in here. We got lots going on tonight. And so without further ado, let's get to the countdown, drums. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kingdom. Things are teeing off a little different this evening than usual. We are missing Reg. I'm sure he's going to join us here shortly. Well, fingers crossed, hopefully. But let's send it over to our boy George, see what's going on in his neck of the woods. How's it going, buddy? Good start.
Top of the evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I'm drinking a chelada here as per usual, but that was a little bit spicy sip. Lots going on, drums, I would say, to say the least. We missed last week's episode. I was in Hecla Island. What an island that is. But I spent a few days there. Didn't get to golf, unfortunately, because the course was closed due to the rains. But it was nice to be there. We had some good nights, some late nights there. I was with the new company that I'm working alongside right now, New Outlook Wealth. So they just did a bit of a little retreat out there, I guess you'd say. So we were well fed and well watered.
Nice.
And the weekend before that was Mertz Social. We got lots to cover, I think. And
I think so, yeah, actually.
Pleasant Valley was sure pleasant. And then even spent a few nights at the new place at Rossman Lake over the weekend. So nice. Lots going on. House is a little bare right now. I'm in between places, but yeah. What about you? We'll talk about Pembina maybe while Rigo's on his way home from golf. But what's going on with you, buddy?
Not a whole heck of a lot here. I guess we had men's night the past couple of weeks. I guess before since our last time on.
Yeah. Any wins?
It's so hard to tell right now because, like, we're new to the league, so our handicaps are a complete mess. Yeah. So we played our first match in Clear Lake because everything's closed around here, obviously, and we got absolutely worked by those guys. I think they were both even par.
Yeah, their expansion team.
Yeah, and me and Farns were mid-90s. I think I was 97 or something like that. So it bumped my handicap up to 26 last week. So we get on the tee box and the guys are like, so what are your handicaps? I'm like, I don't even want to tell you. I'm like, it's 26. And he's like, oh, okay. And then we get to like the third hole. Buddy comes up to me. He's like, you're not a 26, eh? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just going to just hand it in and tell them to figure out handicaps later. Because like I would have murdered those guys if I was playing at a 26 because I shot 80 on the modified 18 at Wheat City.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that would have been a mess, but who knows? We might have won one match. We definitely lost one match, but we'll see how it shapes up here.
I haven't been to Wheat City in a couple of weeks now. Is it okay other than those 4 holes?
Yeah, those 4 holes. I guess the lower holes are pretty wet. Like one's still pretty wet, but the greens are in phenomenal shape.
Yeah,
like unreal.
They were right at the start of the year. They were in really good shape. It's crazy.
Still super hard. Like I'm not a spinner, so
yeah.
Even with like new wedges, it's pretty hard for me to stop shots. But no, like those are the best I've ever seen these greens for sure.
Speaking of good greens, we had the pleasure of checking out Pleasant Valley a couple weeks ago.
Unreal.
Was that your first time playing there?
No, I played last year with Rob, and I think it's up there with Oak Island. It might be my 2 now.
It's a pretty fun course.
It's fun, right? Like, it's not crazy difficult either. Like, there's some hard holes, and then once you get on the back, like it's challenging enough where because you have to be cognizant of your tee shots, right? Like, you have to place your tee shots in the correct positions.
Well, it also, unless you play it a lot, you have no idea where you're even supposed to hit it
or what club to hit off the tees.
Yeah, that's the hard part. It's a lot fun to play as a scramble, especially if you're not familiar with the course.
Right.
So if you're going up there this summer and you haven't played the course before, I would highly recommend playing like a scramble or some sort of version of that, because it's hard. It's a hard course, especially the back nine. Not overly challenging. It's just hard to know where the hell to hit it. Like those last 3 holes, it's a crapshoot.
And it's like, well, do I hit 7-iron? Do I hit 5-iron? What do I do here?
I think that par 5 might be a par 4. It's a long one where you can't. I don't think I've ever found my tee shot on that hole before, just because I have no idea where I'm even supposed to hit it.
Right. Yeah, that's 17.
17. Yeah.
Remember. Usually,
I think it's a par 5.
I'm a little full at the back by the end of that. So.
But I talked to somebody on the weekend, and they said the best play there is like 7-iron, 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 maybe, or something like that. I don't know. 7-iron, 7-iron wedge. Because it's impossible to hit a driver there. Honestly, I played the course probably 5 or 6 times in my life, and I don't think I've ever found my tee shot there.
No. Like, what are there 3 holes you can hit driver on the back nine?
Yeah. And you don't even know where to look. That's the tough thing. You go around the corner there, and I'm like, I don't even know where I am right now. Like,
I kind of think this is the distance I might have hit it. Yeah, it's just roll the dice. But we did do it kind of good, like, because we had 8 guys. We split off 2 groups, and then 2-man teams, best ball tee shot, or I guess scramble tee shots, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Thank God for that.
Yeah, scramble tee shots.
I was 1 under on the front and didn't use one of my tee shots.
On the back. It's fun, though. Like, it's such a fun course. And it was in really good shape, too, actually. Hey?
Mm-hmm. But then I heard they were closed like that Monday, Tuesday after we were there.
Yeah. Probably just a bunch of laying water. It's in a valley, right? So that's a tough thing, is those creeks and ponds were kind of overflowing when we were there even, so.
Right. How about the dinosaur? We got to figure out the story behind the dinosaur.
Oh yeah. No, like, you didn't hear the story?
Well, the lady said somebody just had one for sale, so we bought it.
No, it was actually her son. So the dinosaur was being pulled across somewhere from either west or east or from the south, somewhere. It was going to its destination, and it fell off the trailer.
Oh.
So it was damaged. So it fell off kind of in that area, right? So whoever was responsible for the dinosaur, they're like, well, these guys don't want it anymore. We need to get rid of this. We don't want to haul it back. So they basically called the guy. It was that lady who we were talking to, her son. That's who they called, and they're like, we'll take it. So I think they got a pretty good price for it.
That's hilarious.
So there's no real reason that it's there other than it fell off a trailer and it didn't make its final destination. So
it's super weird. I remember once we got there, I remembered seeing it last year, like completely forgot about it. But then I was like, yeah, why the hell is this thing here?
It's actually a pretty funny story.
Like, I could see if it was like a huge pelican, but like just a random dinosaur.
So it's it's a T-Rex, right? So it's 2 front arms actually fell off in the accident. So they took it back to the shop and like fixed it up. And I didn't get a close look at the arms because they're so high up. But she said that they just patched the arms back on and threw her at the front of the course.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I know. They should have like a little plaque out front explaining what happened, because really you pull up there and you're like, why is there a dinosaur? It's like a huge dinosaur too.
Yeah, it's massive. I think we won that little match we had, though, didn't we?
Yeah, we won on the last hole.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I've ever been on your team. Usually for the past 20 years, I'm on Reg's team.
Kind of weird, hey?
Yeah, it was a change of scenery.
So tonight, we'll see how things go here. It's a late one. It's usually an hour earlier when we're starting. But we have a couple things to talk about. We got the LIV, the LIV is live. going on. Big things right now. What do you know what LIV stands for even?
I think it's
tried looking
literally
on
just
Google.
LIV.
Oh, there's no abbreviation?
I don't think so. I think that's just what it is.
Interesting.
Very.
So we got that to talk about. We got Aaron Cockerill making his, I guess, PGA debut.
Yep.
And we got trivia night from Drums. So, Drums, how many questions you got? Should have asked you before the show because we got to do some payouts.
Okay, so I thought this was just to you and Reg.
Oh, no, this is for the chat.
Oh, fuck.
But we'll see how many people are around at 10 o'clock tonight. Maybe we'll postpone it and make the rules a little clearer. Who knows? We'll see.
Okay.
But how many questions do you have?
I can make it work with 8 questions.
Okay. So kind of the idea there was we're going to do a trivia here for people watching live on the chat. And the first person to answer correctly would win some TFUEL. So we're going to be doing a promotion over the next couple of weeks. It's supposed to be last week, but life gets a little crazy sometimes. Encouraging people to pay in Litecoin, cryptocurrency, for 40% off of King Golf apparel. So we wanted to do a warm-up for a TFUEL giveaway with a trivia, but we'll see how things go here. We still have no Reggie. The trivia was messed up, and who knows? We're flying by the seat of our pants tonight.
Trivia will still work. I just played it. I thought you two were doing it.
Oh, okay. So do you have any housekeeping tonight? I have one kind of funny thing that happened right before the show, but nothing crazy. Hello?
I said, hit me.
Oh, I thought you were thinking there. So no, I was making supper tonight. Had stir fry again tonight. No, I had pizza last night. So I'm making stir fry, and like my kitchen kind of looks right out in the road, and it's a fairly quiet street, so you don't usually see too much going on out there. But I happened to look out the window, and there was a guy walking his dog. He usually walks by. I see him a couple times a week walking his dog with his wife, but he's wearing a Philadelphia Flyers jersey, so immediately kind of had a LOL there to myself. Just beautiful day out, walking in a Philadelphia jersey. Anyways, they're walking their little dog, and this other car drives by, and it kind of caught my eye because this huge thing was popping out of the window. And so I looked, and it was a husky, a huge husky, and he had like his paws outside the window, like that's how far out the car he was. And so they're cruising up by this dog, and I'm like, oh, this should be good. So anyways, the husky's actually outside the window. He's a huge head, and he's halfway out a window. And so he kind of just looks at the little dog, and I was like, oh, he's going to jump out. And anyways, he just played it off super cool. And he's like, I don't have time for this little dog. And so he keeps going. And then like 1 second after that, this old guy drives by in like this little mini bike. So within a span of about 10 seconds, it was like a walking circus outside. But sometimes you just got to watch people. I love watching people, and you sometimes see shit like that. So
it's the best entertainment. I used to love like when we had the cabin at Clear Lake, just go downtown for the day and just watch people.
People watch, yeah.
Big
fan of that too.
Yeah, love it. But that reminds me of did you ever see that video? There's like this guy on the street, and he like just started filming, and this crash happens. And so like there's these cars, and it's just complete mayhem. And he's like, where the fuck did everybody go? And then all of a sudden this guy in like a mini Shriners
comes
flying up, and he's like, what the fuck is this? And then the guy comes like wheeling around. And then the police start going after the guy in the little car. It's just a complete gong show.
That's what that mini bike looked like. It was just this old big guy and this little wee mini bike cruising down the road.
And that actually reminds me of when Dal's dog jumped out of the car.
Oh yeah, pipes.
Remember like the first week that they had
puppy pipes.
Yeah. Dal's taking him around the boat. Yeah. Poor dog.
Pipe survived though, but I think he shit or peed in the car.
Yeah, he shit in the car, and then on Dal, and then Dal proceeded to Sobeys. Trooper.
I sent the email invite to Dal tonight, so he might be popping in. I don't know. Last time he texted me and said, "Let me know before you send me the invite." So
And did you let him know?
Anyways, no, I didn't let him know tonight either. I just sent it off to him.
So we'll see.
Let's talk about the Canadian Open this week. Let's start there. So AC making his debut in the PGA.
Yes, sir.
Checked out his odds today. He's plus 30,000 to win. Might be worth throwing down $10 or something.
$10, yeah.
What would $10 pay there? Rigo's the gambler here. We're missing him. I think that'd be $3,000. Because those odds are if you bet 100, right? $100.
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't just go like if you bet $1. I feel like that'd be a lot cleaner to do.
Well, I think you would get more people betting if they understood what the hell was going on too.
Yeah, it's super confusing because
as a degenerate or have a degenerate friend.
Yeah. So Rigo can confirm that, but I'm pretty sure a payout of plus 30,000 would be that on a $100 bet. So if you threw down $10, I think you'd take home three grand. Might be worth it. The field is fairly strong though. Hey, this week stronger than usual, I think.
Yeah. I think big reason is they called in reinforcements because they're going head to head with the LIV boys.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Because Scheffler's playing, right?
Scheffler, JT. There's a few guys that couldn't get up because of vax status that they played off. No. Well, the ones that they kind of announced were RBC guys. So I think it was oh shit. Just had it. Gooch and somebody else. And they just said RBC had to release a statement saying that these guys couldn't come. And then basically just through the grapevine, it was because of their vax status. Because I never even thought of that before because they all just play in the States, right?
Right, yeah. Canada's not the easiest place to be traveling right now, but we won't get into that. Although it would be the night to do it.
Reggie. We've got no chaperone.
But I don't know the last time the world #1 played in Canadian Open. I can't think of it anyways, unless maybe DJ. He might have been #1 a couple years ago.
It might have been. Yep.
And he's kind of a RBC sponsor, right? So I think he's a regular of the No? Oh, yeah. Right. So, before we get into the LIV, Live is Life, how do you think AC is going to do this weekend? What's your predictions?
So they did just release probably in the past few hours because I checked earlier this afternoon the tee times. He tees off Thursday at 1:50 p.m.
1:50.
1:50. So we'll be
Central or Eastern.
In. Yeah, he'll be. I think he's got to be one of the last groups at that point.
Yeah, that's pretty late. That.
Yeah.
What's your predictions? Makes cut?
I don't know, man, because they kind of tear up the Canadian Opens. Like I'm thinking winning is probably like 20 under. If AC's anywhere from kind of 3 to 5, that'd be, I think, pretty amazing.
Yeah, I would agree. Anybody in the chat? There's a couple folks in here. What's your predictions for Cockerill this weekend? I don't know score-wise. I think that I agree with you, Drums. I think that -3 or -5 would be pretty good for him. Making the cut would definitely be a success for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to have a good weekend. It's his debut. He doesn't seem to shy away from pressure too much. Like he hasn't maybe last year, kind of getting his into the feel for things. But recently it seems like when he's in contention, he actually has a strong showing on the weekend. And so I think that he's going to do pretty well on his Canadian debut. I don't have any specific predictions on placing or scores or anything, but I think it's going to be a successful weekend for him.
So we say make the cuts a success, though?
I would say so.
Actually, he's in the PGA Tour event, Canadian Open. Yeah, like this is a success. It's a hell of a year he's having. I'm sure his goal is probably to make the cut.
Yeah. I was going to say my predictions have not been great so far the last little while here. I've been shotgunning beers like crazy. And last week on the podcast said, or not last week, but the week before I said that the Oilers might not win, but they wouldn't get smoked. So
yikes.
I was wrong. Okay, we got
Yikes.
Rob in the chat. Our moderator for the show didn't even know he was here. And we have our backup moderator in the house tonight as well, Ken, who brought some good information to us last time when Rob was either snoozing or away from the show or silent. Don't know. But they're both thinking he makes the cut. I agree. I think he will too. He's been making a lot of cuts lately, and it's hard to really compare the Euro Tour to the PGA in terms of field quality. Obviously, the PGA would take the cake, but by how much, I don't know. So, it'll be interesting to see how he does. I'm really looking forward to watching it and not having to wake up at 6 a.m. to see the Euro golf.
Did you see this? They have like a box over one of the tee boxes that they've suspended in the air.
No, like Travis Barker playing the drums.
Like, yeah, I guess kind of, but you can. I think it's got like a bar in it, so you can order drinks and everything on this platform.
Oh, for fans.
Oh, on the internet, but it looked pretty sick. Like you're up on this huge platform. You've got bar stools and a bar in front of you. There's a bartender, but you're like over top of everything.
Is it above the tee or the green?
I think it was above tee.
The green, eh? OT?
Yeah. Because you don't want it above a green. Guys will just be getting peppered just sitting on the bar.
True.
I could be wrong.
Well, I mean,
Rob, have you seen this thing?
Rob, chime in. Has anybody seen the Travis Barker of golf world? Man, Travis Barker. You were at Blink 182, right? Yeah. How incredible is that?
Remember we all got those DJ AM Travis Barker CDs?
Yeah. That was that concert.
I think we talk about that CD like once a month.
Yeah. If you haven't seen the Travis Barker drum solo, they basically lift him up and then flip him upside down. So he's like upside down, strapped in, obviously, but playing a drum solo above the stage. It's pretty wild.
I think this could be me talking out of my ass, but I think he got sued for that.
Travis Barker?
Yeah, by Tommy Lee, basically just saying like he took his stage show. I don't know if it was successful, but I think like there was tried to. Yeah. Rob says, "What if he got a piss?" I think he just let it fly and hope for the best.
Like up there?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you get up there? Like a crane?
Yeah, it's got to be craned up, so like it'll lower down and you hop on and cranes you up. Yeah.
Maybe Dell's operating it. Dell was the not crane operator. I don't even those lift. He was the operator at Rigo Social to get those balloons up there, so he knows how to drive one. I took it for a test run and almost crashed it, so I don't think they'll be letting me on any lifts anytime soon.
I missed this part. I didn't see this.
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun to drive. I was like Michael Scott in The Warehouse. With the baler. Is it the baler? No. Yeah.
It like wraps it, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, those are some funny episodes where Michael's in the warehouse. So what else? Let's talk about the LIV Tour, because there's a shitstorm that happened over the weekend with these guys leaving. So we got DJ, we got Rickie.
Well, Rickie's still rumored at this point. He's not on the field list for this one, but I believe there is one spot still open. They're keeping open for him. I think he's going to kind of milk this and let these boys take the heat for a couple of weeks and then slide in.
I think a lot of guys did that.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, how good does DJ look now? Like, in this sense of it, where
compared to Phil.
Yeah, because everybody's going to be talking to Phil. They don't care. And DJ's not going to give you a good interview anyways, because he's DJ.
Surprising move, though, to see DJ.
Is it?
I was surprised.
I was a little bit, but
for the main reason of like DJ, based on his career earnings and family ties, probably doesn't need to worry about money.
True.
So,
but if somebody offers you $125 million,
true. I was going to say, so what do you think the driving motivation would be there for him? But you're right, because that is still a shitload of money.
I have such like a, I don't know, maybe like a opposite feeling from everybody that you see
For
like
most
online.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't really care. Like it seems that everybody's pissed off just for the simple fact that where this money comes from.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I don't understand how they take that as like a kick in the nuts to the PGA. Like I understand you're abandoning it, okay, but I don't care how rich you are. If somebody throws $125 million in your face, you're gonna jump on it. And Phil,
Yeah.
I think Phil was two something.
And Tiger turns down 9 digis.
That doesn't surprise me though.
That he didn't do it.
No, like I don't know. He's Tiger Woods. I can't see Tiger Woods going there, especially because they're so like Europe based. I can't
Yeah,
see him
true.
like
The travel would
going
be
and leaving
bad
the
for him.
kids and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
True. Very true.
But yeah, like
But
I don't like everybody has like a hate on for the guys that have gone or jump ship, whatever you want to call it. Like I don't care. Like that's not like he stabbed the guy and or cut the reporter's throat because he took the money. Like
yeah.
I don't know. Everybody else is all in bed with Apple and they're in China and China's China. What the fuck is the difference, really, in my mind?
Yeah. It seems like there's a lot. I saw a good tweet today from a girl on Twitter, basically saying if you're worried about this, you should see what's happening everywhere else in the world. But with
Including,
that,
yeah.
before we get any further down the road, we have a special guest tonight. His name is Reggie.
Oh,
Hey,
He's still in his golf attire. What a guy.
hey,
Win?
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I
You
got
hear
a
me?
new mic. I don't know if it's on or not, but
Yeah, it's on. Well, something's on. Something's giving noise to the feed.
can you hear me? I'm here.
It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, it looks like the mic is on.
All right.
My first ever episode with the mic. How we doing?
Sound good.
What's happening?
Should we send it up north?
I came in at a crazy time there when you guys were talking about some wild shit. I figured that I'm not.
Well, we tried to get it out before you came on.
I would say for
Fuck.
crazy shit, that was
I'm kidding.
about
I'm kidding. I kid.
3 out of 10.
I
Yeah.
kid. What's happening?
You tell us. You're the new guy here. You win?
Not much, man. We tied the match. We were down 4 with 5 to go.
Ooh,
Tron went on a par streak on the back nine at Gilbert, which is tough to do. And
Wow.
he parred 12. Well, I guess to come back, he parred 14, 15, 16, 17.
dang.
And then I
So
parred
you guys
18 to tie. It's nice.
You guys are feeling pretty good. Couple road rockets on the way home. Shotguns?
Where's it going?
No, you wouldn't do that.
No, I
Wouldn't
got
do
a
that.
big
That's
weekend ahead of me here.
the law.
A large
Yeah.
weekend ahead of me.
Is this
I guess
Mertzy
I-
and Stocks' league?
Yeah.
The reigning
It is.
champs?
Technically, it is their league right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I figured I'd take Rob's piss comment off there just so it wasn't on here the whole time. So, Reggie, just to bring you up to speed quickly here, we have discussed a couple housekeeping things. We talked about the AC making his PGA Tour debut, and we got into the LIV Life Tour.
Live his life. I knew something.
And
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
you knew something what? Oh, your headphones.
It was really off. Yeah. So you got into the live his life tour already?
Yeah. So we just kind of scratched the surface with it, but first of all, do you have any input on AC's debut and what do you think his chances are this weekend? Any predictions? We got Rob and Ken, our unofficial moderators of the chat, both think he's going to make the cut. What do you think?
You know, just I guess I don't really know that well, I guess, but just from what I've followed of him in the last couple of years, it sounds like this is kind of a birdie fest course, which, I mean, he's definitely improved his game to the point where he can compete in those. I think, in my opinion, if it was a harder course, I think that he'd fare a little better. I think he's
steady.
just steady and a good ball striker.
Consistent.
And I think that benefits him. I don't think the Birdie Fest tournaments benefit him, but who knows? He could. I mean, he's been making tons of birdies this year, so who knows?
Yeah.
I'm going to say he makes the cut. I'm going to say he'll finish in the top 30. I might try to find a bet market somewhere. I don't really like to bet that much, but I might try to find a market somewhere.
You don't like to bet that much?
No.
So his odds are plus 30,000, right? So that means if you bet $100, you'd win 30 grand.
Yeah.
Right. That's what we figured. We just didn't know for sure.
If you guys transfer me $35 tonight, I'll go put it on there.
Should we?
I was gonna post something on King Golf saying let's all pitch in $5, bet on AC, and try to win
the winnings,
the jackpot.
Well, we could do that.
I don't know if that's
boys in here want to do it.
I don't know if that's legal or not.
Why?
Probably. I don't know.
It's no different than like buying lotto tickets at work.
In a group?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else to touch on the Canadian Open or not?
Yeah, actually, there's a ton of Canadians playing, man. Like
it's
8? Exciting. Maybe more. I meant to check today, and they didn't have the field posted when I was looking. They didn't have the all the tee times posted. I think they're posted now.
Yeah.
Because that Max Sekulic, I don't know. He's another one of DI's guys. He actually follows on Twitter the other day. Kind of cool, but
all right.
Be cheering for him, Max.
Oh yeah, maybe he'll be the 100th. No, never mind.
The 100th what?
Yeah, AC's at 150. Is that what we said, Jor?
150 for
his tee time.
Oh yeah, 150 Eastern.
Yeah. Eastern Standard Time.
Nice.
That's so lots of Canadians.
No, Thursday.
Rigo,
I've been fucked up all week. I thought today was Thursday.
Even for a Birdie Fest course, do you not think that that might mean he's not going to win the tournament per se, but that doesn't mean he's going to do poorly overall, right?
No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant at all. No, right. I said he's going to finish top 30. I just mean, like he's a better player in those tight tournaments. I feel like he's always near the top of the leaderboard in like the hard courses.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know,
which is good. Like, I think.
Yeah, it means he's
a good quality to have.
Yeah. He's playing with that Dowie.
Who?
Dowie Vanderwalt or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I just think his name's Dowie. I love that.
His first name's Dowie.
Yeah, and Brian Davis. So he's with two guys that play on the Euro Tour normally, so that's kind of sweet.
Oh yeah, nice.
That's probably good for comfort level at least.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think the crowds would be like for the Canadian Open compared to the Euro Tours? They'd probably be pretty similar.
I think more.
Maybe a little more.
I think it's supposed to be like packed. They got that kind of a mini stadium hole, I think.
Did you see that thing that they had like
the ring
suspended in the air?
Oh yeah! Wow. Never in a million years would I sit in there, but it's pretty sweet. Did you see it, Jordan?
No. What's holding?
I couldn't
try to
actually.
Maybe you guys keep chatting.
Yeah, I just saw a photo of it. I couldn't actually confirm if it was real or if somebody got me on the internet.
I know. I don't know if I got zinged too or what. Yeah. But it's like a cargo container, like with seating in it, and
it's like a bar,
200 feet in the air on 18.
Is it on the tee box or green?
Green. It's
like that makes no sense to me either.
I don't know what the hell.
Guys just getting peppered on the green.
Guys, what the potty guy just hums his drink down.
Oh, I dropped some ice.
I don't see anything. I suck at Google when I'm under pressure here.
That's why Rob was asking what do they do if you got a piss?
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you do? I guess you just hang it out.
What would you guys Google this if you were Googling? I had suspended stage RBC Canadian Open.
No.
That's about what I would Google.
No, I would put cargo container hanging in air on 18th green Canadian Open. Jesus. And I usually find everything I search for in Google.
You're a good Googler?
I'm a good Googler. I type some I'd like to see my all-time Google history. So funny. Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. You got it, Rigo. RBC Open has the
That's what I'm
scariest seats
saying,
ever.
man. You just gotta type exactly what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay,
I remember one
here
time.
we go.
Do you remember how did that song go? That Bop Bobby Dee Dabo song? I remember we heard that song at the bar one night, and me and Stocks got home after the bar. And Stocks was like, "Do you remember that song?" And I was like, "What song?" And he's like, "The Baba Baba song." I was like, "Oh yeah." He's like, "What the fuck is it called?" So he just Googled the Baba Daba song, and it came up, and that was a good Google win.
Go figure.
Can you see this?
Go
Yeah.
figure. Jumbo Joe tweets it out.
Yeah,
So there it
Joey
is. I
Pump.
can't really zoom. Oh, maybe I can try zooming in here a bit.
That can't be real.
How do you zoom?
Control.
Alt.
Can you not just click on that picture?
I think just control and then like scroll in.
Oh, what?
Just click on the picture.
Okay, take it easy,
Are you in or out?
sons. Oh, there we go. Good call, Rigo. You might. Oh, crap. Okay, sorry to anybody who's listening on a podcast version. We're struggling a little bit here, but just give me a sec.
Technicals.
Oh,
The technicals.
It's all good. People have seen it.
no, I'm really close to finding it here. There
So,
it is. Boom.
I would sit in there 0% of the time. Do you think
That's wild.
Do you think they have a glory hole on the side to pee out of?
Oh, Rigo, you actually commented on this and said 100,000% out.
You seen that on your Twitter?
It's right here.
Was that on Google?
No, it
Yeah.
must have taken me to Twitter. I must be logged into the King Golf on here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
there it is. That actually looks terrifying. Is that like a model version or a real picture? Has to be model.
I think that's a SketchUp.
I think that's on Sims.
Yeah.
The guy just walking back and forth on top of there.
Terrifying.
Could you imagine that shit comes crashing down?
Oh my god, I can't imagine being up in there ever.
I think it'd actually be pretty deadly. I don't like heights, but I'd probably try that.
Yeah, if you got like, if you did it for like a half hour, I'd do it. I couldn't be up there all day.
Yeah, good point though by Rob P on the P part. Okay, what else?
Maybe they'll have like those fake clubs where you take the cap off and just piss in the shaft.
I gotta say, just for, I know that D listens and I know Foxy listens to every episode. We got Fox's stag. I'm leaving Thursday morning. I'm driving into Regina and flying out. Heading out to Victoria for Ted's stag this weekend. We're playing Bear Mountain.
Foxy.
We're playing Bear Mountain Valley Course on Friday, Olympic View on Saturday, and Highland Pacific on Sunday. And
boy.
Oh,
I was busy. Them and they look like sick courses, like little better than the shape that the course are in around here right now. But other than Gilbert, of course. Other than Gilbert, of course. Always good.
Well, you'll have to take some pictures and let us know how it goes on the next pod.
Definitely.
So let's get back to the Live His Life. What are your thoughts, Rigo? Were you surprised to see Dustin Johnson? Were you surprised to see Tiger Woods say no? And any other surprises that you saw?
One thing that I've been saying, and I might take some heat for it, and I just don't really care if I do or not, but
from who?
Just anybody. I have been taking heat for saying it, but like, I'm gonna speak honestly. Is the PGA, like, people are saying, oh God, the PGA must be so worried that they lost DJ. Has anybody seen DJ in a tournament in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
Has anybody seen Poulter, like McDowell? Have those guys even been playing on the PGA? No, but really, like, have they? Like, I know DJ has. DJ's okay. Like, I shouldn't say he's okay because he's awesome to watch, but, like, have you been watching coverage lately and actually seen him and been like, wow, nice to see DJ playing? Like, who cares?
No.
Of course he's going to take that. He's past his prime. He's out of the limelight. He gets $125 million to go play a year over there. Yeah,
Yep.
like go.
Yep.
Of course he's gonna go, right? I think the PGA would be worried if they lost like a Scheffler, Morikawa, or somebody
Tiger.
meaningful to the tour right now. Those guys that left are nothing. Kevin
Yeah.
Na, the whole
Like, the
tour
only-
hates him.
The only one was the Gooch. He's an
Yeah.
up and comer.
Yeah, definitely.
But I mean,
Taylor Gooch?
one mid-level up and comer. That's it.
And that Piot or whatever his name is, he's like a top am right now in the world. And there's one more top am. You probably worry about those guys, but I mean, like, they're gonna get paid heavy too. Yeah, that's right, Rob. I'm not even convinced. Phil doesn't even play on the PGA anymore unless it's a major. Like, they're not losing anything.
Take it easy on Phil.
No, but they're not losing anything with those two guys. They're not.
Well, they kind of are. I disagree with you there because I think that's a pretty big loss.
I don't think so.
I mean, you're absolutely right in terms of not seeing DJ in this year, especially. I haven't seen him probably once, but he was never really in the limelight, even when he was number one in the world. Like,
But that's him.
nobody really. That's his personality. So,
Yeah.
Is Fowler going for sure?
I would.
I don't know.
Yeah,
And if not, why wouldn't he?
exactly.
You know, like he needs something like that. Honestly,
Yep.
Yeah.
he does need
You all-
something a refresh.
Yeah, like what I was kind of seeing was everybody was like, oh, he'll go in like 3 weeks once a bit of the heat's died
Yeah.
down.
Right.
But and at the same time, though, like, we got to talk about the fact that 2 months ago we were talking about this on the show, and like once they took Phil's head off, everybody thought that this thing was over, right?
But
Like, people thought that the tour was going to be dead in the water and they weren't going to proceed with it, and then all of a sudden they're back and they were
Yeah.
just kind of doing things behind the scenes, and like,
okay,
I
but
don't know.
That's
No.
what happens when you have infinite amount of money.
is it really alive right now though? Did you see the team names? Did you see the logos? Like,
Oh, it's a shit show.
put somebody better in charge of this shit. Did you see those
It's
logos?
hilarious.
We used to make
Compared to
those
the
on
PGA
clip
Tour,
art.
though,
We used to make those on clip art for
For the team.
our floor hockey teams.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
hey, you
Yeah,
got
it's
to
like
start
that-
somewhere. Everybody
Oh,
starts
like-
somewhere.
God.
Remember that one racing car that everybody used?
Yeah,
One red racing car?
it's crazy. It's
I'm
just
interested to see.
no.
Yeah, I'm
Instagram
interested to
was-
see it too.
Instagram was split basically 50-50,
Of
which is not surprising, of who will support it, who won't support it. Seems like the entire world's split 50-50 on everything right now.
yeah. Yeah, check out these names. So Captain Dustin Johnson's team name is Four Aces. Captain Martin Keimer's team is the Cleeks. Captain
Bless you.
Peter Ullin team is the Crushers. Captain Sergio Garcia's team name is
Crushers.
is the Fireballs.
That's a
Captain-
good one.
Captain Phil Mickelson's team is the HY Flyers.
High
Captain-
Flyers.
I guess it would be High Flyers. Touche. Captain Kevin Na's team name is the Ironheads. Captain Ian Poulter's team name is the Majestics. Captain Graham Dowell's team is the Niblicks. Captain Wade
who?
Thorne,
The Niblicks.
Niblicks.
Is that whose team is that?
McDowell.
Graham McDowell,
That must be an Irish term.
Scottish.
No,
Captain Wade
McDowell's Irish.
Orsonby. His team name is Punch.
Who the
Who?
hell's that?
Yeah, exactly.
The logo looks like a fart.
Of Team Punch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like punch fart. It's like the punch fart. I don't know. It's terrible.
Captain Si Wan Kim is the Smash.
No, maybe it's the Smash. It might be the Smash that looks like a fart.
Captain Louis Oosthuizen's team name is the Stinger, and Captain Taylor Gooch team is Torque.
Louis in it.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I'm going to be a watcher. Although, apparently you have to pay to
Wow,
watch
you
it,
know
right?
what?
Where do you watch it?
You have to stream it. You have to pay to stream it, I
YouTube.
think.
I think it's on YouTube.
But you have to get like YouTube Red or what?
I'm in. Those team names aren't bad. I don't know about the
No, go look at the logos. They all look
Fart
like
punch.
the same. The same guy who designed the Cleveland Guardians designed all these logos,
That's the worst team name in the history of teams.
and the logo makes it worse. Louis
So
a
do you
big
think
loss.
this is gonna
Actually.
be
I take back everything that I said. Louis the most important loss to PGA, I would say.
Well,
Nobody's really talking about that.
Number 2.
I love him.
he is and he isn't. Like he's not a real. He's not going to bring fans to the course, right?
He's
Yeah,
not bringing the boys to the yard.
Like you're not going to go say, "Where's Louis?" I'm going to go follow Louis all day. Are you?
Have you ever heard somebody say Louis Oosthuizen is my favorite golfer?
No.
No, but I've never heard someone say that Taylor, the spot between the balls and the ass, is my favorite golfer either.
Well, at least he's like 24.
Anyways,
I like Gooch. I like.
Yeah, I know. I
like-
was just
I
kidding.
like
I really just wanted to say that. That's the only-
You've been thinking about that for a while.
No.
I mean, I mostly just like him because of his name, but he's probably a decent golfer as well.
He hits it a ton.
So we'll see
I
what
don't know, I'm
happens.
interested to see. I still don't even understand like what the actual format is with the teams. I don't even know. Like, have they even said that? Like,
I don't think anyone does, man. They're just flying by the seat of their
they're
pants.
absolutely flying
like
by the
us.
seat of their pants.
2 o'clock shotgun starts. Yeah.
So the boys
2
are
p.m.
just
That's got-
crushed the night
Yeah.
before.
That's got piss up written all over it for sure.
2 p.m. shotgun starts every round. Like, what is happening, man?
That's what they
Shotgun
need to-
starts.
That's what they need to do is just have it as a piss up.
What's wrong with that? I don't know.
This guy's got a
I
putt
like
to win.
it.
This guy's got a putt to win the tournament on hole 3.
Here's the thing, though. Here's what's going to happen with it.
We head over.
What is it?
3
20?
for
Or what's
for
the
championship?
what's the championship? 3 mil. He's got to make a putt for 3 mil, and he's on hole 6.
But you also have to consider the fact that, like, in these courses, nobody's going to know, like, the 18th hole is like the hole to, you know what I mean? Like, there's no history there. So what does it matter what hole they finish on right now?
No, but they're all
You know what I
finishing
mean?
at different holes.
Right.
And
Here's
and
what I
like,
think is going to happen. I think they're going to try a bunch of dumb shit the first year.
As they
It's
should.
the same as anything. Anything that starts, it's new. There's
The
always
XFL.
kinks that have to be worked out. But I think
is
they're
this
just
the
going to throw.
XFL?
They're going to throw a whole bunch of shit at the wall and see what sticks, what doesn't stick.
Yeah, I agree.
And maybe it'll. I don't know. I'm not opposed to setting the PGA on fire and starting something new. Honestly, like it's fucking dry toast to me. Like I don't know. John Daly would be in for sure if they could booze. No
and
doubt about
ride
that.
carts.
And red cards.
But then it
So-
would just be what's the TNT thing? The match. That's all it would be.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening here.
We'll see. Who cares? I mean, like, what's the worst that happens? Everybody
Yeah,
says,
I don't-
okay, we screwed up. We go back to the PGA. At least they're trying something.
Yeah, and I really don't understand why everybody's up in fucking arms over the whole thing.
Because the media told them to be,
Yeah.
No,
basically.
it is a big deal.
Why?
It'd be like if just for example, like if what the Saudis started a hockey league and people started leaving the NHL to go there.
Yeah, but they did that, and it didn't work.
When?
The WHA, like it didn't work.
That's what it was.
Well, it was
Same
separate,
idea.
but yeah.
Hmm.
Like Wayne
Why is
Gretzky
no-
didn't get drafted to the NHL. He was in the WHA.
Why is nobody mad that the Saudi Arabians host a whole bunch of F1 events and have a couple F1 teams? Should we stop watching F1?
Well, because America hasn't quite got their grips on F1 yet.
They're trying.
But when they do,
Yeah. Okay. Well, do you want to do some trivia?
okay, well, it's just going to be for you two.
Why?
We got 2 people in the chat. Okay, well,
We got Rob. We got Ken.
We got Ken. We got Rob.
The only 2 people talking for sure tonight. I think everybody was a little shy without Rigo here.
Why?
It was a different feeling with only me and drums. It was good, but not the same. So, okay, drums. Let's do a couple warm-ups. The guys in the chat can chime in. We'll do a couple warm-up questions, and And then maybe we'll give away some TFUEL, because the point of that was in the next week or two, we're going to be doing a promotion on King Golf where if you pay with Litecoin, you're going to get 40% off your purchase, which is kind of crazy. But we just kind of want to get people using it, try it out. It's not going to be a huge thing probably, but maybe it will. Who knows? We're going to make it super easy. We're going to throw something on our website that basically walks people through step by step how to do it. And if people are willing to take 5 minutes to do it, they'll save 40% off their order. So tonight we're just going to give away a bit of TFUEL. Maybe we will. Maybe we'll see who has the most right answers, and we'll send them some TFUEL. So let's try that.
Okay, so what we got 2 people in the chat. Why don't each of you take one of them and play for that person?
No, we'll let them in. We'll do 2 questions first. 2 questions, warm up. Whoever's in the chat, I don't know. They've been only get 2 guys talking, but there could be other people out there. Who knows?
It says. But, I just looked at my phone. It says 9 people watching.
Okay. What's the first question, Drumsy?
Okay, question number 1 is name this movie quote question. Name the movie that this quote is from.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
Some lady named Ruth. Baby Ruth? What movie is it from?
Can we answer that?
No.
Well, it was geared towards you guys.
Yeah, that's okay.
Know.
And
I know the answer to that easily.
Rob's going to clean up on this too.
Could you repeat the question, Drums?
What movie is this quote from? Some lady named Ruth. Baby Ruth.
Rob.
Auntie Kim's here. Hi, Auntie Kim. All the way from Pincher Creek. Pincher Butt Creek.
Pincher Butt, Alberta.
Rob, Sandlot. Watched it on the weekend. What a great movie that is.
Bobby's got it with his. You watched it on the weekend?
It was on the MLB network, believe it or not. Yeah. Okay, so Rob has a score of 1. So whoever wins the most points, I guess we'll say, we'll send him 50 TFUEL. 5-0. So only worth about 3 cents right now. No, but almost. The markets are tanking.
Okay, so the next one was also a name the movie from the quote. And this movie quote is, "Stay away from the frozen food section, Corinne. Your boobs will harden." What movie is that from?
Is that the same the same scene where he's throwing the cans to get a discount?
It was. Dented cans at half price.
Frankenstein?
Stock market's down 2 points.
TFUEL's only worth 6 cents right now. Gotta save it where you can.
TFUEL's only worth 2 cents.
Ding, 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 Big Daddy Rob,
again.
Of course.
Big Daddy Rob.
So the next, we're giving that one to ESH.
No, we can't do that. Rob got the point. Rob's got 2 points. These guys got to be quicker. If you want the TFUEL, you got to be fast, baby.
But like people could be on delay too, right?
True. Very true.
Sooner than later, we're gonna have to start paying to have TFUEL if it keeps going down.
Hey, we'll look back on this in 3 years and see where things are at.
Switch it up to sports here. Name the original Colorado hockey team.
Ooh, I don't even know if I know that one.
I do.
Name the original Colorado hockey team.
I think, is it like the Stadium Series logo?
It's close, yeah.
So I got at a Cody McLeod tournament a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, rub it in. Yeah, here we go.
I accidentally won a Nathan McKinnon signed jersey of that series. I was thinking about selling it the other day because the value would be high right now.
I would wait till they win the cup.
Yeah, wait a couple weeks.
But are they going to win the next couple of years though? Like, will it go up in value?
I would say they're going to win. No, I don't think. Maybe they're good.
They
But
can
will they be
find a
sustainably good?
It sucks that they
sustainable
lost Naz,
Tandy.
but
Yeah, I love
Uh,
Naz.
me too.
so what's the question again? The original Colorado team?
Yes.
I'll answer, I guess, if nobody else is.
Yeah, you can steal the point, Rigo.
Colorado Rockies.
For a bonus point, where did they move?
Calgary.
No.
No?
Colorado Rockies moved to.
I thought the Rockies were a baseball team.
Correct.
But what do I know? Or they
Oh,
are
I
now.
know this. It's not Hartford, is it?
The New
Carolina.
Jersey Devils.
I was gonna say the Devils. Son of a bitch! That was the team I had on the tip of my tongue.
Really? Interesting. We had the King Golf ambassador that applied from New Jersey today.
Ooh,
He said he was on the he was filming something at his course with Scratch Golf was there. So I think that he's might be a
legit.
good guy, but I don't know how hard it'll be to do it with the US. But anyways, we actually had an ambassador sign today. Rigo, hey? We're still kind of going through a lot of the applications, but we wanted to start working with one of the guys ASAP as possible. So we signed him today officially.
Who dat?
Rigo, who is it?
It is Jordy Lutz. He's actually from 2.5 Sticks podcast. He runs the Prairie Scratch, or he calls himself the assistant president of the Prairie Scratch Tour that's recently started up there.
Nice.
Good golfer. Need to get the brand kind of pumping in Winnipeg there, so he'll be a great guy to do that. He's got lots of contacts in the golf world, so yeah, we're looking forward to working with him.
Yeah.
It's exciting times ahead. Can you guys see that cut on my face here?
Yeah.
I asked
What's next?
East to pass my cell phone charger down the stairs last night. And I was looking down at my phone, and she didn't have her contacts in, so she just came to the top of the stairs and hummed it down, thinking that I was looking. And it was one of these big, heavy new ones, and this the corner just drilled right into her. All of a sudden, I look down at my hand; it's just filled with blood. I'm like, "Oh, right on." Thanks, East.
Yikes.
I've never heard her say sorry to me before, so it's kind of nice to hear that. Just kidding.
Hopefully she's not listening.
Just kidding.
Okay, Drums, what do we got next, buddy?
Okay, so the
Number
next
4.
one is Montreal and Toronto hold the number 1 and number 2 spots for most Stanley Cups of all time. Who is number 3?
You know Rigo?
I think so, but I'm between two teams, but I don't know.
Who has the third most Stanley Cups in NHL history?
I would think it would be an original 6 team, but I don't know for sure. Is it an original 6 team?
Can't answer that.
Anti-Kim says Edmonton. Sorry about the Edmonton Oilers last night, Anti-Kim. Sad to see. Is that correct, Drums?
No. It was not the Oilers.
She wishes. Is it Detroit?
Detroit would be the team, yes.
Yeah, baby.
Wow. I was thinking the Islanders.
Rob said Chicago.
Chicago's 4th.
It is actually kind of hard to do a live trivia show here because there is a bit of a delay, and some people are, as we saw last week with Chaz, last live episode. Some people press pause and then they get a couple minutes behind. So
the Chesness was 80 minutes behind, though.
Yeah, he was a half hour behind us.
Okay, well, let's keep going. Maybe me and Rigo can just answer these then, because there is.
So the next one is name one major champion from 2017.
Spieth.
Bonus point if you can tell me which. Yeah.
That was
Boom,
probably
boom.
so loud in my microphone. I clapped right on it.
No, it actually wasn't that bad. Okay, so the next question was same question for 2015.
Rory.
No,
I'm out.
Phil,
no.
No.
DJ.
You guessed already.
Yeah. Just name
Or
all of
is
them.
it just you two?
Well, wait. If somebody guesses in the chat in the next 10 seconds, we'll give them a point.
2015?
2015.
Yeah, let's think about this. Where was I during 2015? I was in Brandon,
I want to
minding
say
my own business.
There's a couple randos in this year.
2015 was Willett?
Okay, well, Jor got it. He did say DJ.
Oh.
What was the tournament?
U.S. Open.
Yes, sir. Willett did win in 2015.
All right. All
I
right.
thought I just blurted out Rory for some reason. I wanted Rory to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
So then I had two more questions, and these are golf movies. Same thing. Name the movie from the quote.
Okay.
Sex and golf are the only two things you don't have to be good at to enjoy.
Tin Cup.
Yes, sir. You're quick on that one. Actually, kind of impressed. You got limited options though with golf.
Yeah, you got about 1 out of 4 chance. But it could have been Happy Gilmore too. But I remember Costner saying that to that honey baby sweetie there in the trailer, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
And then the next one is you will get
boy.
nothing and you'll like it.
Klaus Schwab.
Go again.
Klaus Schwab.
Coach Schwab.
Klaus Schwab.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell does that mean?
That evil villain from
By
the
the-
World Economic Forum. He says
Whoa.
you'll own nothing and you'll be happy.
Once I figured out what you said, that's hilarious.
What's the actual quote? Maybe
You'll get
Klaus stole it from this movie.
You'll get nothing and like it.
Sounds pretty similar.
It does.
Klaus might be running into some copyright issues
Yeah,
here.
copyright
Trademark.
infringements here.
And this is a golf movie as well?
Yeah.
Caddyshack?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part though, but it sounds like a Caddyshack quote.
Yeah, the judge to his nephew or whatever, where he's saying, I want a hot dog, I want nachos, I want chips, I want pizza.
That's such a good movie when Dangerfield's busting that guy's balls the whole movie, the judge.
Yeah, unreal. So then I did have a tiebreaker question.
Ken
question.
got that one.
Tiebreaker question is, and
Judge
this is gonna be a closest to. What was the last year that a Canadian won the Canadian Open?
I think it was what the hell's his name? Son of a bitch. I just had it here.
Mo Norman.
No.
Should have.
I'm gonna say 87.
Oh, it's the year. 62.
Jor wins. It was 1954.
Oh.
Pat Fletcher won in 1954.
Who's the guy I'm thinking of?
Fletch.
Dan Halderson, that's what I'm thinking of, but he was in the lead at one time, but
Oh, Dan Halderson. They're doing you know that the bridge going over the tracks or the street from 34th Street, I guess it'd be, right? 34th Street to the course.
Okay, yeah.
They made that new street over the tracks there.
Mhm.
They're actually naming that after, they're calling it Dan Halderson Drive.
Oh, nice.
Yes. That is courtesy of Glenn Parker. He's the first to know. He was a Brandon Sun guy who works at the college now, where I'm on the committee with him for the ACC golf tournament. So he was talking about that the other day.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool because there's not
That's
a whole
cool.
lot around Brandon for him. Hey, like considering the career that he had, he did pretty well for himself, right? How many times did he win on the PGA? A couple times.
Once.
Once.
Once?
Yeah. His
And it was a Canadian Open. Pretty
his
cool.
brother worked
Open.
at the course in Dauphin for a year or two.
Ron?
Yeah.
That's his brother?
Yeah.
Holy shit. He was on the ground.
Yeah, he was the mechanic.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, super cool.
And it's good to see that they're actually, commemorating something like that. Because I don't know. I mean, Wheat City or Brandon itself isn't a huge golf city. Manitoba isn't even. It's all about hockey and
Right. Like we have, what is it, Bella Fields, and it's all
Wheat Kings.
Wheat King names. Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah. It is cool. But it's good to see that they're recognizing him. Because he had a pretty good career. I think Glenn was talking about him, how he hit the ball really far.
Who was?
All things considered. What's that?
Who was?
Halderson.
Glenn Parker.
Parky.
Jazz.
Oh, trouble.
How far back is? Look
He
at
must
that
have
picture.
just got here.
He must have just got you. Sup, Ches?
Yeah, there's no way Ches would have been quiet the whole time if he was listening to these questions. Well, we're at 106. Last time we went to 115, it was a little bit long. So I'd say let's keep her short here, keep her sweet. Ches is probably just getting going.
Ches has got another hour in him.
Ches had before we be sending away here, talking to Ches, he was emailing back and forth about the ambassador thing there. But he actually had a good idea for a new segment maybe on the Kngdom, which is about food.
Canner.
So doing like a food review at the courses,
we've talked about that
and stuff. Yeah. But Ches is a big food guy, so he was talking about doing food reviews and stuff like that for all the courses around here. I thought it was a pretty good idea, actually.
New kitchen at Gilbert, homemade burgers.
I can tell you how the drinks taste.
Yeah, that's kind of me too. I don't try too many.
I'll be the food review guy then. I eat food at every course. So
Might grab a Stangy on the cart, but that's about it.
Yeah,
I'll tell you guys. Yes, I am fired up for the weekend. Very fired up. I actually got the game back together tonight, so that was nice to see.
Did you?
I was 75, but I was even on the front. I couldn't make any putts. But
Avery says cheers. Cheers, buddy.
All right, so we out of here, man?
And Ches must be live. He must not have restarted the episode from the start, so he must actually be live right now.
Yeah, he's listening.
Hey, Ches.
To us. Sup, Ches?
19th hole segment. Yeah, that's what Ches's ideas was. So maybe we'll come up with something for that this summer. Too soon to say.
Hope to have some art on this wall soon here.
Art?
Yeah, big time.
Are you gonna draw
Big
it?
time.
I got my
Take the art you have from downstairs.
I got my degree from Brandon University here.
Yeah, boy.
That's not yours.
Or it's Easton's, I don't know.
You say it's Easton's.
Before we go quickly, I want to say if you haven't registered for the King Cup yet, you should. We got some entries rolling in. I know usually people like to procrastinate, and we didn't really set a limit on it this year, so that means people are going to procrastinate even harder. But it's July the 8th, Oak Island Resort. Drums, you going to play on our team again this year?
Yes.
You think we have a chance to win?
Troy, I thought we talked about this.
I'm cut.
Actually,
you assholes better not cut me.
You assholes better not cut me. Yeah.
Last year, we I think all three of us careered, and we were still about 3 strokes short. So,
wow, we can win.
I don't know if it's in the cards for us or not, but we'll give it a good go. We'll put in an honest effort. So July 8th, if you haven't registered yet for the King Cup, it's a 3-man scramble at Oak Island Resort. It promises to be one hell of a day.
Have you played there yet?
No, I haven't, but apparently it's in very good shape.
Yeah.
Very good shape. Per Des.
The Dez.
The Des
For,
man. Des
What
Bryant.
Sean Desmond.
what is Reese say per who?
Per Brenny.
Brenna or something? Brenny?
Per Brenny.
This is per Des. Very good shape.
God. Played with Reese tonight. I forgot to say that. Reese was our honorary fifth tonight.
He was there?
Yeah, we played against Chad. Chad was hot on the front. His putter was dialed. He was 32 on the front.
Woof.
Okay.
Not great on the back, but it's all right.
Well, let's sign off here. We missed Ches all night. The chat was a little quiet for the first half hour, I'd say 40 minutes until we started the trivias. So Ches, make sure you're here on time next week. Please get the chat going. How many teams in for DOSA? So for DOSA 2, we have a Patty texted me yesterday, and it sounds like we might not be able to do the DOSA tournament. Wasn't going to be official yet because I don't know for sure, but we might just end up postponing it sometime. Apparently, they're not going to have the full course open until July. So they're having a 13-hole mixed open, I think, in the next couple of weeks, but I'd rather do an 18 one. So we'll make an official announcement in the next couple of days on Instagram. But between COVID and rain, it seems like we've had to postpone a few tournaments for the King stuff. But
those poor bastards, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That course was meant last year too.
So DOSA probably postponed, still up in the air. King Cup, July 8th. Rossman Lake, August 12th. It's going to be a good time. We're looking at getting a live band potentially for a social afterwards. So we're going to have people maybe bring up their campers. We got some places to stay and just have a really good time out at Rossman Lake. Rossman's in pretty good shape, I would say. The greens are really good. The fairways are a little beat up right now, but it doesn't really affect the game much. They actually had a beaver dam that was opened up a couple miles away, and it caused mayhem on the course there over the weekend.
Really?
It's not even a joke.
It's not a joke. So
Where does
we got justice. We got justice back on the person that shot the beaver dam or blew up the beaver dam because we went on their land and picked mushrooms. So we took their mushrooms back.
Were they magic?
Morel mushrooms.
They're so good, but that's my first time ever mushroom hunting. But we don't need to talk about that.
How many ticks did you have?
Probably about 20.
It was Tick City at Rossman Lake. Holy
tick
shit.
Season, baby. Tick season.
Titty City.
So shout out to the farmer that blew up the Deaver Bam and caused mayhem on Rossman Lake Golf Course over the weekend.
Yeah.
But
Tron knows where you live, and he will be coming after you.
It was actually horrible, though. But anyway,
it wrecked the course. What
do you mean? Like what hole?
Move. Okay, so what they did was they blew
like
it up
3?
so the water completely this is on Friday night. They did this too, like before the weekend.
We're on 4?
Titty City.
Titty's still good.
Like it's gonna be like the first weekend when the course can actually open and have people, and they shoot the beaver dam out and just flood the course. Like, so 4 was flooded, 5 was flooded, 6 was flooded.
Did you see that video on Instagram? The creek flowing like that? That's because the beaver dam was released.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
It was pretty cool, actually. It's nice to see that there's water in those creeks again, but it was way overboard in terms of how much water was on there. So
yeah, I honestly didn't know like it was fed by somewhere else. I thought
I still can't believe a beaver dam would pump out that much water.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Thanks to everybody in the
here.
chat once again.
Again.
Ches, make sure you show up a little bit earlier next time to get this chat buzzing.
I don't know if we really
work
have
or
to go.
something.
People are starting to buzz here, but I guess we better go.
It's 11 o'clock.
It's fucking 11
Who
o'clock.
cares?
Well, what do you want to talk about?
Tomorrow? No, it's okay.
Okay.
I thought we were going to do our segments, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's get out of here. We got a long weekend ahead of us here.
Yeah, we do.
Kanner and I. Kanner, you better get to bed too, buddy.
Okay.
All right. Peace out, boys. Love you. Later.
See you, boys.
Love you, boys. That's mine.